What is it about Brashard that stands out to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive athlete. You see the quickness, you see his speed. I mean, running a 4.3. So, I mean, just his overall athleticism and the dynamic ability he brings playing, being a former receiver, playing running back for the first time. This guy, I mean, you get the ball in his hands, he makes big plays happen. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
Not to put a lot of pressure on the kid or anything, but you mentioned the change. He's a similar size, seemed like a similar skill set to Tyreek.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, size-wise maybe so. But, yeah, I mean, he's a fast, explosive player, like I said. And, you get the ball in his hands, he can make a lot of big plays in space. So.
Feel good? Oh, there you go, Jesse. Go ahead.
I just wanted to trade up to get him. Kind of what went into that.
Yeah, I mean, you see a guy like that that's still out there, and I mean, you know how Brett is with stuff. He sees a guy he really wants, and it was kind of a whole collaboration. A lot of the coaches, knowing what he can bring to the offense and seeing him out there, you just got to go get your guy. So that's kind of what we did right there.
Considering the NFL's a different animal, but where's his pass pro at right now?
Yeah, I mean, no, he's a tough kid. He'll sit in there and he's not afraid. That's another thing you'll see with him. For being maybe a little bit of a smaller guy, he's not afraid of contact. He's a tough kid. So I mean, especially once he gets in, the coaches here all get him right and everything. So I don't think that's going to be a problem at all.
Did you guys have eyes on him when he was a receiver? At Miami?
At Miami, yeah. I mean, a guy like that, like I said, guys that are that explosive, that fast, whether or not you're scouting them for this class or just, watching tape, guys like that always kind of stand out. So you go back, you watch tape, when he's playing receiver Miami, and yeah, just kind of the whole thing that, the whole work that he has on the field all goes into it for sure.
How do you think he fits in with this running back room?
Yeah, I mean, I think, he'll bring, speed to the room. He's kind of his own type of player, but he'll definitely fit in, bringing his own dynamic athletic ability and just kind of like his quickness, explosiveness, like I keep going back to. So definitely bringing some good stuff to the room for sure.
What about special teams? What kind of attributes could he contribute to special teams?
Yeah, so that's another thing that's probably, a thing with him that kind of makes him stand out is his ability to, as a kick returner, he's been pretty productive doing that. So I know coaches here are pretty excited to see him in that role as well.
You mentioned, Brett wanted to get him, being an SMU kid. How much did Clark want to go up and get him too?
Yeah, that's I guess it's kind of like a cherry on top. A lot of times, having that, pony up with him and everything, So yeah, it's fun getting SMU guys for sure.
Did you think there was a chance that a guy like Brashard would be available in the 7th, or was there any thoughts about trying to maybe move up to get him earlier?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I guess maybe not knowing, that he's still there is kind of a shock, so that kind of gives you a little more motivation to go up and get him. So, yeah, just that very fortunate that we got him where we did.
What was the kind of satisfaction in the room at the end of the draft that, Brett, last week with us, laid out, 5 needs that you guys had between O-line, D-line, corner, receiver, running back, and you nailed all of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's, when you go into the draft with needs and you address them all, and then you can always, just get, other pieces in there as well to kind of fill some other roles, or just bring different abilities and different aspects that maybe you weren't necessarily needing. But whenever you bring in there, it's always a good thing to have as well.
All right, guys. Thanks, Jason.
Cool.